Hi, my name's Todd, and this is my dooryard. It's currently 53 degrees foolish. That makes it a balmy 11, 12 degrees civilized. And I guess I should have probably said this is my shitty weed-covered dooryard. We got a little side project to do today that hopefully we can get into. My wife's one of my wife's clients is a lawn care guy, and he agreed to show up and knock it down. So yeah, we can't afford to be doing that, keep on doing that. All big batch of parts and pieces are showing up for the big 390 here and tomorrow, but that don't help us today much. It's been raining just friggin' steady. So yeah, we got other bridges to burn. Today's level of Jesus, I don't want to do this, is we're gonna try and row this Honda engine off this Husqvarna and see if we can't start getting it taken apart so we can get the crank out of it and get the crank replaced. Turns out they made like four different cranks for different manufacturers. So yeah, let's see if we can't get this thing out of here and somewhere we can work on it, and we'll move forward from there. Alright, so we got this old bird up on our makeshift stand here. See if we can get it kind of stabilized on its side here. Let's go right straight upside down. See if we can't get this busted off here. Well, that wasn't very tight. Yep. That busted off. That is apparently not the right size. There's something else over here, maybe. Oh, nope. Up on top. You know what? Bust this handlebar off here. Ah, screw it. It's not. 5/16. Sure enough. Hey, I guess those were what held it on there. Okay. Let's see what we got now. That might be an issue, huh? Can you guys see that? Yeah, it cleaned them right off. That's supposed to be the little dogs that hold that on there. You guys see that? Oh yeah. See, she's kind of bent. All right. Oh, how do you think? Do you think there's only 3 bolts that hold this engine on? Should we go ahead and let's leave all that right just the way it is. I think it's just these 3 bolts hold the engine on. Let's see if we can't loosen them up. That is not the size that they are. That is not the size that they are. Well, maybe it is. Okay. Oh, that doesn't feel good. I wonder what this spring goes to. Tough telling, not, well, I think it goes to this, as I recall. Oh, that's... Okay, well, we ain't gonna screw with that. All right, now, the plan is get the engine off the deck. Okay. Let's see if we can, this is going to be an end wrench thing here, ain't it? Yeah, steel and aluminum. This is going to be a sketchy pull. Hopefully those don't dull. Let me get some other parts and pieces together and we'll come back. All right. Let's see how much damage we can do. I'm concerned. That one I'm going to have to use an end wrench on. I'm going to have to take that whole pulley drive assembly thing off. That's extra sketch. What do you suppose the odds are that any of these come loose? Steel in aluminum. This is going to be much more of a project than I had initially planned. All right. More friggin' maple seeds. I am scared that I'm just going to turn the head right off that. And that is definitely something I do not want to do. Definitely do not want to make that happen. Let's give it a little bit more of the smell of desperation. I suppose the last ditch effort is going to be to heat the aluminum a little bit, try and get it to sand and crack a little bit. Maybe we'll get it free that way. Well, it would probably be help if we were loose and not tight, right? Magic happen now. No, that ain't gonna go. Alright. Let's see if we can't light this whole contraption on fire. Shouldn't take a lot. Well, I got the PB boiling out of the crack there, so the seam in between the aluminum and the let's see if we get anything. Yeah, I'm not feeling very happy about that. Put some more heat to it and we'll try and shock it with the cold PB. Think maybe that'll do something? Worth a shot, right? Turns out PB Blaster is flammable if you put enough heat to it. I'm having trouble staying lit here. I got a fire going on underneath? Nope. Okay. Let's go back to a little rappy tap. I suppose busted off is the same as off, and I can drill it out, put in a helicoil if that's what it comes to. I sure don't want to do that. Come on, happen. Hey, I think it just did. No, I think I'm twisting the head right off. Give that a good PB bath. See if that'll get us anywhere. No, that head's coming off. We're breaking it. There it is. Well, there's one broken off. What do you bet we get three? Before I do that, I should probably flip this thing back over and get all those drive pulleys out of the way so I can actually get a socket, flip it back upright, get a socket on that third one. There's only 3 bolts that hold the damn engine on. But yeah, we're at drill that out now. Damn it. Okay, let's see what we got. Seems like if it ain't one thing, it's 5 others. Okay. What do you suppose the odds are that we get those apart? Probably not good. At this point, I feel like maybe I ought to just let them go. Let them all go and just drop the engine. But now I will get some torque steps and just get these drive pulleys peeled off here. I gotta remember that this is on here. Right? So this shape bracket goes that far. Right there. We'll go get some Torx bits and I don't know, maybe a little pick. We'll see if we can't get them. Alright, let's see if we can't get any of these wheels popped off here. Actually, I guess I really only going to do this one. This is the only one that's in the way. Oh yeah. That's going to work out. Let's get this Alright, hey, look at that. There's a winner. Let's put that back in there. There is a little growly. We'll run with it. Alright, so at this point, I guess we're not going to be concerned about saving any more of these. We're just going to try and break them all off and call it good. Let's get this flip back over. so that when I do take them other two bolts out, the engine doesn't go crash. Okay. Alright, way to go. Way to go. You watch, now that I've committed to breaking them all off, the other two will turn right out. Well, there's proof that I was wrong. Righty then. It's coming, it just don't like it. Hey, there we go. What do you guys think? Should I keep that nut as proof that I'm smarter than an inanimate lump of thin steel? Alright. What's the odds you get on the head of this one? 50-50? Alright. There we go. We're on it now. Nice and spray up. Well, I guess I got them full free, huh? This one acts like it's spinning out. Oh yeah. Okay. What? All right. From henceforth, this lawnmower shall be named Loaf Meat. Because while Meatloaf says 2 out of 3 ain't bad, I'm saying 2 out of 3 ain't good. Good enough, though. Loaf Meat. Well, you gotta be slightly smarter than the knot. There we go. Hey, we're on it. Come on. You can do it. Good work. That one. All right. that one out. So that one comes out. All right, now all we got to do is get this cable off here, which, come on. These aren't really the pliers for this, but it's what we got, so it's what we're using. Well, this probably would have been better with the engine still mounted, huh? Hindsight being 20/20 and all. Maybe this is the tool for the job. Let's clean the shit out underneath these little lock tabs first. Hey, look at that. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right. Hey, what are you doing? Engine off. Woohoo! We won. All right. More maple seeds. Can't have enough of them. All right, let's tuck this deck away somewhere. We're done with that. And, yeah. All right, now that we got this thing off, let's take a closer look at what we got here. I'm gonna have to drill out that, and helicoil those two spots. I got one that come out. It looks like the case cracks this way. Isn't that odd? So I'm gonna need a new gasket for that. I'm not sure what else I got going on here that has to, maybe I can just split it here, slide that out, well, let's go online first and we'll go shopping a little bit. We'll see what we get for a crank here and what that's gonna take. Maybe I gotta strip this thing all the way down. I don't know. Yeah. This ain't my forte, this newer stuff. But I bet you I can probably get those two. Just like that. That one I can definitely get. This one is in here. Now, that one doesn't, oh, that one right there. I wonder what that hole going right through is. That's maybe not a good sign. These two. Oh, I think that might be it. These four on this side. And these four on this side. And I'd have to take this off. So this is the governor. All right. Let's get this stowed up onto the porch. I'll get a box to put all that shicing here in. Pick up my tools, do a little bit of internet research, and see what kind of grief we can get ourselves into here. Yep, that's what we're doing next. We're picking up and cleaning up, and yeah. Geez, I'd be so much easier if they still made these things. I'd just, you know, I'm guessing I'm probably going to be about $250 into swapping out this crank. That sound about right to you guys? Because this is going to be 1.5, another half, plus miscellaneous junk stuff. Stuff I found, not yet found, that's broke. I'm thinking 2.5. I wonder if I could just get a replacement engine for this for that same price. Alright, well, let's put this aside and we'll move on from there. And just so we're all on the page here, this is a GCV 190LA space S3L space NH1, serial number GJAAA, looks like quadruple space maybe, 709342. So let's go do some parts and pieces look up and see what we can't figure out. Okay, on Jack's small engine, no affiliation, hashtag not sponsored, I guess. We find that there are 10 different end shafts. Okay, I assume that all these measurements are metric. Which one do you think we have? It's got 2 woodruff keys on this side, right there. It's got a long broached key here. It's got a small step in it right there. Okay. There's no step at the end, though. Let's get that. There's no step at the end. Okay, let's... 2 woodruff keys. That one has 2 woodruff keys. That one has 2 woodruff keys. That one has 2 woodruff keys. So it's either 9, 2 woodruff keys, 2 woodruff keys, 2 woodruff keys, 2 woodruff keys, 2 woodruff keys. All right. Let's go get a caliper and see if we can't get some measurements to match up. Well, I recognize that this is not the best set of calipers on the planet. It ought to be pretty close. All right. So what do we got for a measurement there? I'm pretty sure this top scale is metric. So it looks like 21, 2, 3, 4, 25 millimeters. So 24 and change. Do we have any on this that are... Oh, that one's 25. 22, 22, 20, 22. Okay, so it's 25, 25. So we've narrowed it down to 2. We're either 1 or 8. I think it might be 8. Both overall measurements are the same. The measurements to this collar are the same. I don't see any other differences between 8 and 1, do you? 25, 49, and 135.7. 25, 49, and 135.7. Huh. All right, let's go see what we can find. All right, well, turns out the parts for those things are an awful lot cheaper than I was expecting. About $50 for the crank. And I'm having a little trouble finding the correct gasket kit. And being is that there's no way to option which of those 9, 10 different crank end styles there is in the order form for that place. I'm going to wind up calling them tomorrow when they're open. Because, you know, everybody gets the right to have a day off every now and again, right? Damn straight. So I can't bitch about that. Well, I suppose I can, but I probably shouldn't. Alright, so I got an idea that's probably going to be all the fun we're going to have today, screwing around with greasy, dirty stuff. And, yeah, well, you know, finally, it looks like maybe we're going to get a couple of decent days of weather. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday anyway, maybe Thursday. And then, of course, you know, the rain in Maine falls mostly on the weekends, apparently. This is like 12 Saturdays in a row, 13, 12, 11, something like that. Too many. Too many Saturdays in a row. And of course, because this is the last day of my long weekend, now I have a 6-day work week. Ain't that awesome? You never know. It'll all work out. So, yeah, I guess tomorrow during business hours, I'll call that place up. And, hey, let's not put our hands in front of the lens. Let's control the camera in a way that we can actually see what the hell we're doing. You know, might be a little bit too much to ask, I guess. Yeah. Like, subscribe, thumbs up if you would be so kind. Leave a comment. If you got some other idea of what we're going to do about that Honda engine on that Husky lawnmower, that'd be kind of cool. But like I say, we got a big charge of parts coming for this thing on Monday. The weather's supposed to hold up pretty good. Maybe I'll get a little bit done on this thing. That'd be awesome. I would love to be moving forward with that. Get that thing starting ready to go back in here soon. Yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, click the little black bell icon. It'll notify you of any new videos that I might have posted because, you know, it's kind of random at this point. Just like the rest of life. Yeah. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll catch you later. Catch you next time anyway. Drive safe. This has been Empty Pockets Production.